Jerry, first of all, what are your thoughts on that? It was a really good cup tie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good game. I'm sure it's probably pretty good to watch. From the sides, pretty end to end. They're a good side, you know. And I think they're the best side we played. And for periods, you know, they had us camped in. I don't think any team's really done that to us so far. Certainly that 20-minute period at the start of the second half, where they really put us under the cosh. But we had some good moments, and we soaked it up. We hit really well on the counter, I thought, and we was pretty clinical when the chances come our way. So really good win, because they're a good side, and a good game. Yeah, enjoyed playing in it, and you know, hopefully the fans enjoyed watching it.
Adam Molan will probably grab the headlines. Does he deserve it, with particularly the technique for that first goal?
Of course he does. I mean, the first goal's unbelievable strike. You know, he's got that quality on either side, and you know, always trying to encourage him to take them shots on when he gets in them positions, because he's got that ability to do it, and you know, he's come on and he's had a sort of almost immediate impact on the game, which is what you ask, you know, from your subs, to be ready, and he's done that. All credit, and he's gone and got his second at the end, and had a great game.
Do you think the club will struggle in January with the kind of technique he's got and ability he's got? I mean, he's gonna attract interest, isn't it? It's just natural, really.
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, I'm sure all the big clubs are looking at him, and one day he's probably gonna move on to one of those. So, you know, from our point of view, we want to keep him for as long as we can, and I think it's a great club for him to be at, to play his football, learn the game. You know, he's still got a lot of learning to do. He's not the finished article yet, but I mean, the kid can go on and be a top player. You know, he's got it all, and he's got a good head on his shoulders as well. So, you know, it's coming to him. I don't think there needs to be any real rush, but the way the game is now, you know, all them big clubs will be looking at him and looking to snap him up before someone else does, I guess. So, you know, what will be. Hopefully, for our point of view, we get him for the season, but you know, I've got no say in any of that. So, you know, just happy to have him while we got him.
You're not old enough to be his dad, but are you a sort of big brother?
Not
because
far.
When he was 2 when you started off as a pro at Tottenham.
Yeah, I often have that joke with him that, you know, when I started playing, you was 2, or when you made your debut, blah blah blah. So I really like Addy. He's got, like I say, he's got a good head on his shoulders, and he's willing to listen and learn the game, and I try to help in any way that I can. He trains well, you know. He listens to what you've got to say, and I'm always trying to help him as and when I can. Hopefully, and keep doing that.
You must have been delighted not just to get minutes under your belt, but to perform in a quite strong midfield out there against a tough Scunthorpe side.
Yeah. No, I was pleased with today. I think, like I said, we had our times where we was under cosh, but I think we also had some real good spells. Probably better than what we've seen in previous games. I think we created quite a lot, and we had some good patterns, and it was nice to be involved. Obviously, I've found myself out the side last couple of games, and it's frustrating, but you know, I understand, and you have to be ready to take your opportunity. I've been given that today, and I like to think, you know, I've grabbed it.
And back on the score sheet.
Back on the score, always nice to get a notch. So well pleased with that.
You say I didn't get the headlines to the goal, but yours wasn't a bad strike. Really.
Yeah, no, I was pleased with that. It fell nicely for me, and you know, I fancy myself from that sort of range, that if I get a good strike on it, I'll have a chance, and I did. It was a good strike. Probably not quite as good as Addy's one, but I'll take it straight in the bottom corner. So
goal of the match.
Yeah, maybe, but you know, that one counts, and we got 3 on the day, and we're in the next round of the cup. So pleasing all round, yeah.
I was saying to the manager earlier that, you know, there's been problems here between the fans and the sort of ownership, but today fans just got behind you and cheered you up to a man.
Yeah, they
Nobody
did.
went home before the end.
No, nobody did, and you know, even though that the crowd was down and one side was shut, you know, I didn't ever sort of really feel that on the pitch. I felt great support, and yeah, they really got behind us, even in their moments, you know, when we were sort of hanging on a little bit at 2-1 and didn't get on our back, and just kept supporting, and you know, we've managed to send them away happy with the win, which is great.
You're going to miss a few big hitters at Swindon, aren't you?
Yeah.
Looking ahead to that one because of the internationals and the commitment that it's a Sky game. You can't call it off. I guess you've just got to cope with that, though, haven't you? People like Josh and Addy not being there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's when the squad comes into play. It's going to be difficult because they're big players for us. obviously Ricky's got injured today, so we have to wait and see what happens with him as well. So we could be going there with a few changes, but it's an opportunity for people. Like I say, when I was out the side, I've come back in today and got the goal and helped the side win, and it'll be someone else's opportunity there. That's what the squad is for. You bide your time. It can be frustrating on the sidelines, but you got to be ready when you go in, and I'm sure a couple will get their opportunity, because we're going to have to change it around a little bit because of the people that are missing.
Yeah. When you say about the fact that you've had matches where you're in and out now at the moment, is that something you accept as you get a little bit older, or is it something you still find difficult?
I find it difficult because of my nature, the competitive side of my nature, that I want to play every game, and I don't enjoy watching from the sidelines. But I'm a realist as well, and I accept that I'm not as young as I once was. And that I probably won't be a first choice every week like I have been previously. So I have to get my head around that. I accept it. My attitude doesn't change. I train hard as always, and I think today showed that when my opportunity comes, that I'll grab it. And when called upon, I'll be ready.
Do you think with Frederick Ulverstad, how do you think he's done since he's come in? I mean, he's stepping down from a Premier League club, albeit hasn't played loads of minutes at Burnley since he's been there. But
I think he's done really well, Freddie. It maybe took him a few games to really bed in, but I think you're seeing now, what he brings. He brings that energy in midfield. That maybe the likes of myself and Crofty don't bring that box to box anymore that he's got. And he's a real fit boy, and he can do that all day long, and he can play every game. So I think he brings us slightly something different that we didn't have. And you've seen today, he gets forward, and he's obviously assisted in Addy's goal. He's done that a few. He got the goal up at Port Vale a couple of weeks ago. So I think he's starting to see the best of him.
One last thing, John, you say you don't enjoy watching much from the sidelines, but as the years go by, would you be interested in maybe coaching or managing, which means you'd have to watch from the sidelines?
Yeah, but then there'll be my choice then. Yeah, no, I'm 100% interested in it now. Yeah, I'm doing my UEFA B licence. I help coach the kids once a week down at Charlton, and obviously it's like you say, I'm getting to that stage in my career where it's something I'm looking at, and a big interest of mine. I definitely in the future see myself having a role in the coaching and hopefully management side of things, and please God, it'll be here.
You've had a lot of experience through the divisions, which a lot of pros don't have now.
Yeah.
You have examples of people taking over teams lower down.
Yeah.
Stepping out of the Premiers.
Yeah, no, I mean it happens. I just want to gain as much experience as I can while I'm still playing as well, because I still want to play. I've still got a desire to be out there every week. But I think it's important that I certainly look at the other side of it now and try and gain as much experience as I can, so that when the time comes that I'm not involved in the playing, that I'm ready to throw myself fully into the coaching. So that's my plan over the next sort of couple of years, to immerse myself in it really, so that I feel like I'm ready. If and when the time comes.